Hello, everybody. It's Angel Arts, and it has been quite a tick since we last spoke about the Dragon Age franchise on this channel. It has been years since I have done a reaction video on Dragon Age on this channel, and it has been several years since I last played Dragon Age Inquisition, a game that holds a very deep and special place in my heart. And ever since I finished Let's Playing Dragon Age Inquisition, not once, not twice, but 3 times on my YouTube channel, of course, I was looking forward to the next Dragon Age installment, whenever that was going to ever be. Mass Effect Andromeda tied me over BioWare-wise until then. Baldur's Gate 3 has been amazing, and I absolutely adore Baldur's Gate 3, being one of my top favorite RPGs of all time, next to the Dragon Age franchise. They're very neck and neck with each other in terms of which one I end up liking a little bit more slightly. But as of this recording, the Dragon Age The Veilguard, they just recently changed the name of the game from Dreadwolf, I think, is what at least the code name was prior. Years ago is what it was known as. And so the official reveal trailer just dropped, and I have been dying to react to it. I'm very excited just to see what they have in store for us this time around. They've been very hush-hush about it for quite some time. So I'm just going to stop right here and just get on with the reaction. Let's do it. It looks so beautiful already. Oh, Varric! Yes! Oh, he's older. Wait. It's... Yes! Harding! Yes!
To be our eyes and ears in the shadows.
I'm already excited. Oh, you got a mage. The detective? Really?
To bring a little darkness to the daylight.
Lucanus, the mage killer? We've got the Veil Jumper. We've got companions revealed already.
Buried secrets.
Ah. Emmerich, the Necromancer! Mortalitasi?
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of demons.
Tavern the... Oh my goodness. There's...
Dragons.
Right. We'll need someone with
the Dragon Hunter. I'm in love already.
This crew needs a leader. Someone we can count on. Someone that the world can count on.
My character.
Where are we gonna find?
My character. Yes! Defy the gods. Beautiful. Fall 2024. Gameplay premiere June 11, 2024. I am excited for that. Wow, look at that. And we've got a few more. We've got like a shot of other characters, maybe. All right. I need to go back and take a look because it went by really fast. It went by so fast. I love how it looks like they're revealing the companions already, which is getting me super excited. So, I mean, Varric's in the trailer, he didn't have a name, a nameplate, so he may very well not be an actual party member, which I think is perfectly fine because we've enjoyed having Varric as a party companion for the last 2 games, and I feel like Varric should... I kind of see Varric being an advisor to us, similar to how Liliana and Colin were. Well, Colin wasn't previously a party member, but the way that our three advisors were in Dragon Age Inquisition, I definitely can see Varric fitting in that role for this game. At least that is my theory, just based on seeing this trailer for the very first time. It does look like Harding is going to be one of our PC characters, a scout who is going to be our roguish, one of our roguish characters, which I think is fantastic. A lot of people since Inquisition have given their love for Harding and really were interested in having her be one of our PC companions for the next game. It looks like those folks are going to be getting their hopes and dreams answered, which I'm really excited about. And I'm really excited to hear more about Harding. The next one appears to be, I think it's a mage. Yes, it is Neve? Nev? I like her hat. I really love... I was never a big fan of the hooded cone shaped headwear that mages tend to have, at least in Ferelden. So I'm presuming this... It almost looks like a graduation cap, almost. And I don't know if that was on purpose, but I love it. I love the style. I presume this is from another region. I do know from reading previous articles that we're going to be expanding where we are going to be exploring in the world of Thedas, and Tiva being one of them. I don't know if this is necessarily in Tiva. Looking at her outfit, it's hard for me to tell. I'm not very good about at least real-world European fashion as much, which I know so many of the Dragon Age countries are based off of. So the detective having a mage detective is awesome. I'm have a slight suspicion she might end up being one of my favorite characters in terms of how intriguing she might be. I always love a good mystery, and normally I wouldn't think of a detective being a mage, but it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense in this world. So yeah, I am all for it. Lucanus, the mage killer. Is he an Antivan crow? Like, his outfit's a little bit darker. His whole look makes me feel like it makes him seem like a crow. And if we are going to be spending some time in Antiva, having a party member who is a member of the Crows does make sense, although we have had that before with Zevran, obviously, in Dragon Age Origins, but that's not to say that we can't have another one again. He looks cool. Definitely excited to see what his personality is like. I mean, that goes for all of the characters, obviously. Then we have... Well, there's Chala there, so I presume the Veil Jumper. So I don't think she's an elf, though. Oh, is she? No, I think she is. So this is Bellara? Bellara the Veil Jumper. Okay. Does she have any ties with Solus? I don't know. But she sort of has this... You know what her outfit reminds me of? And again, maybe this was purposeful, but she looks like Nathan Drake, like a female version of Nathan Drake with the white shirt and the Indiana Jones like way about her. I kind of like that, a female Indiana Jones type of character. If this is what the direction that they're going, seems really cool. Obviously, I'm very intrigued by what a Veil Jumper actually is. It sounds neat. Yeah, really, I presume that the Veil, obviously, I mean, it's called the Veilguard, so the Veil for sure has a huge focus on the story. And what's with all the tentacles too? Like I don't know. Then we've got this mage who is a necromancer, Emmerich. I have a feeling that we're going to be dipping into the Mortalitasi because they are the priests or priestesses or the mages of death magic. The Mortalitasi were always a group that intrigued me a lot. We had a really amazing PC guest character in my Dragon Age campaigns who was Mortalitasi. Hello, Lady of Alexandra, if you see me. Ella. Absolutely loved her interpretation of a Mortalitasi, and so having a Mortalitasi in your party would be amazing, and I would love to learn more about them. And is there a stigma surrounding their focus, their profession, their skills? Because there already are a lot of stigma amongst mages in general, but perhaps maybe in their own country, the Mortalitasi are more revered. I feel like they are and are not seen with as much, I guess, they're not as taboo within the confines, at least, of their region, of their world, they're part of their country. So super excited about that and what the game mechanics and the playstyle will be for Emmerich. I feel like he might be a really fun character to just play as, because I love mages. And even though I tend to be more of a light mage, like a healer, not so much a mage of death magic, Emmerich, I think, will be super fun. We got a warrior, it looks like. Oh, but he's got a pet? Davrin. Okay, so I missed this the first time. So he is a warden, and he seems to be a Grey Warden with a pet. Maybe we've got some sort of boo situation going on here. Although, it's hard to top boo, but definitely open-minded to see what Davrin is all about. And not just any pet, a griffin, ladies and gentlemen. This warden has a griffin, which I am so excited about. I am really, really, really excited about that. And it's still a baby griffin or a young griffin, and I'm wondering how much time will be passing throughout the story of this game. Perhaps enough time for the griffin to grow older and become an actual mount. I would not be surprised if that was a thing. So lots of really cool things to unpack there. Tosh, the Kunari dragon hunter, which is, an amazing title. I don't know if she's going to be a Karlach type of character. Again, it's hard for me to not make comparisons between this game and Baldur's Gate 3 because Baldur's Gate 3 is very fresh in my mind. I presume that the characters may very well completely go against my expectations, which should be a very pleasant surprise for me. But wow, I did not expect to be shown this much. The game kind of snuck up on us. It's like we hadn't heard anything for many years. We weren't really sure what was going on. I've heard a lot of news, but whispers of where they were during development, and they weren't really sure when exactly is this happening? Is it going to be a few more years? Is it actually going to be next year? So I'm actually surprised that it's fall 2024. I'm not going to hold my breath because something with if we've seen other games in BioWare history, sometimes you kind of have to take these release dates with a grain of salt. So if they decide to push it later than fall 2024, I'm going to presume it's for a very good reason, and I will support them 100%. However, at the same time, it seems like they've been working on this game for many years now, and I think initially they were pushing to get this out earlier than this year. So maybe they are very close to the gold of this game, the gold version of this game, and maybe they will still hit that fall 2024 date, even if it's like late November 2024 or Thanksgiving 2024. Who knows? But I am so excited. I'm so ready. Obviously, I'm already trying to figure out who I may end up romancing. That of course is a part of the game that I personally am excited about, and interested in, and very invested in. But I am also very curious just to see how they'll handle the romance in this game, because before I played Baldur's Gate 3, I felt that BioWare handled their romances so well, if not better than any other game that I've played of that scale, RPG wise. And for the longest time, I had yet to encounter a game whose romance system came anywhere close to the Dragon Age series. And when Baldur's Gate 3 came around, I was so pleasantly surprised. I wouldn't say I was shocked, but so pleasantly surprised at how much I absolutely adored and loved the way they executed romances in that game. Larian Studios knocked it out of the park. I mean, they knocked the whole game, Baldur's Gate 3, out of the park. But they definitely nailed, no pun intended, nailed the romance part to precisely what I wanted. And I'm curious if Dragon Age's romance system is going to keep up. Are they going to end up keeping up with Baldur's Gate 3 or surpass it? I don't know. It'll be very curious to see. And will there be references from the Inquisitor? Will there be references from, like, the Champion of Kirkwall, or even your Warden? Maybe you might actually end up meeting your Warden if your Warden's still alive. If your Warden's still alive in this game, I don't know. Like, everyone keeps saying the Warden story is dead. The Warden story has been told. The Warden story has ended. Yeah, if it's okay if the Warden story has ended. Although, based on the information I've gotten, even as late as Dragon Age Inquisition, my Warden was still active and doing stuff. So he doesn't have to have a big part in the story, but if there was some mention of him, that'd be great. And even if there was mention of Dorian or other characters that my previous characters have romanced, because of course I care about those characters very deeply, would love to see how our choices from the previous games impact this game. I'm presuming they're going to be updating, if they haven't already, they're going to be updating Dragon Age. I think it's called the Dragon Age Keep website, where you keep track of your Dragon Age decisions and progress through. I'm assuming they're going to expand that mural, which is going to be amazing. And if so, I'm going to have to update my Dragon Age banner, I guess, that I had gotten custom made and purchased, which will be cool. So yeah, I will most likely have a reaction on the gameplay premiere as well, just to check out how the game mechanics work. But yeah, it's a great time to be a Dragon Age fan. I think it's an exciting time. And hopefully when the game releases, you'll be joining me on my Let's Play. So thanks everybody for watching my reaction. And until next time, love yourselves and love each other. Bye-bye.